Instagram. Let's try that again. I honestly don't know what happened. Basically, my phone just went off. Yeah, even though it's fully charged, it just went off. Hi there, people. My phone just went off. It went blank, and then the Apple sign came back on, and I just had to reboot my phone. Don't ask me what happened. I guess it's technology. I guess it's nature. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad you're all back here. So this is Dr. IYABO. Welcome, everybody. Dr. IYABO and Ask Dr. IYABO. I figured I'd come on to do an Ask Dr. IYABO. I haven't done one in a while. I started by telling you the weather in Atlanta, that we've had a stormy morning. We had thunderstorms and lightning. We've had a really wet, cloudy day. But I was saying that it's sometimes nice to have that on Sundays because it just makes you cuddle up and stay home and really rest with your family. That's what I was talking about when, I don't know if it was Instagram or my phone or the internet, it just went blank. But I'm glad we're all back here. So start telling me again where you're all joining in from. And we're going to start. So I was saying you can type your branding, business and content creation questions anytime. Type your branding business. Hello from Philadelphia. Hi, Legit Fit from Philadelphia. On the previous, the Kidra from North Carolina. We had somebody from Turkey, somebody from Omaha, Nebraska, somebody from Nigeria, Abuja. So that was before the phone went dead. Yeah, somebody says it's also raining in Missouri. Hello from Honolulu, Hawaii. Oh, yes, I love Hawaii. Haven't been there in a while. Hi from Hawaii. Hi from New York City. Hi from Kenya. The United Nations is here on my live. This is why I love going live, because basically I just have the United Nations joining me live. So type your branding, business, and content creation. This is what I was doing before when my phone went dead. So let's pray that it doesn't do that again. Type your branding, business, and content creation questions anytime. I was saying that I'm not taking any relationship or marriage or dating questions on this live. If you have any questions that are relationship related, you have to sign up for my one-on-one, 1-week coaching program. So type your branding, business, and content creation questions anytime. Okay? All right. Wonderful. So, yes, I see a lot of familiar faces on here. Hi, Fit Christina. Hello. How's everyone doing? So, yes, my name is Dr. IYABO Webzul. If we've never met, I'm a pediatrician, a board-certified pediatrician of 30 years. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been in business for 20 years. My first business, I started it 20 years ago. I'm married to my honey, Neil. We have 4 children, 2 daughters and 2 sons. Well, my two daughters and my 2 stepsons, but we have 2 wonderful, lovely, brilliant children. And what else do I do? Well, I love speaking, as you can tell. I love speaking to you guys, so I call myself a motivational speaker or an inspirational speaker, whatever, but I love to speak. I love to teach. I'm on the board of Flow Health. I'm a blogger. I love to write. I have a published book, a best-selling book that has done really, really well. It's so funny. In the last 2 days, I've had 2 of my followers or friends on Instagram send me messages that they're reading my book for the first time, and it's really, really touching them. So my book is one of those evergreen books that is always relevant to life. It's called Permanent Happiness. If you've never read it, or if you didn't even know that I'm an author, this is your indication when we're done with this live to go to Amazon and search for Permanent Happiness by Dr. IYABO. It's going to come up with my maiden name. I have the book under. Hi, sis. How are you? Hi, Alex. Hi, sis. That's one of my favorite people in the whole world, Alex of FW Style. She's my sister from another mother. I love her and I love her mom. I just love what she does. Hi, Alex. Good to see you here. Thank you, Alex. Alex has read my book. So it's one of those evergreen books that you should always have on your nightstand. It's a very easy read. I don't have one right here on me. I'll ask my daughter to get me one before I finish this live. But it's only $14.99 for hard copy, and you can get it on Kindle for $7.99. But it's one of those books that you should read over and over and over, because it will teach you about life and help you find peace and joy and just inner peace. You know, it brings you that inner peace and that inner contentment. So if you're looking for something that you can gain from me without having to pay for my high-level coaching, my book is something that you should have. So yes, I wanted to come on today to take your questions. A few housekeeping things. Many of you have probably seen that I now have a new broadcast channel. I'm telling you, Instagram releases all sorts of updates and all sorts of new features all the time. But I was really excited to see the new broadcast channel. I think that's going to be great. It's just a way again of having your most loyal followers or friends, like I don't like using the word followers, the friends on Instagram follow you on an exclusive broadcast channel where you can share, you know, your updates with them. You can share your promos like I'm doing now. So when I saw that, I was one of the few creators that Instagram selected to have the broadcast channel, because they're releasing it in batches, and I feel honored that they, gave it to me as one of the first few creators. So I thought I'd run a promo on my coaching just to celebrate that. And I've started the broadcast channel. Again, many of you have said that the channel is not allowing you join. So again, it may be that Instagram is still fine-tuning how to join the broadcast channel. I don't know, but many of you, especially those of you in African countries and some other countries outside of Africa, you've said that you were not able to join my broadcast channel. So, thank you so much. Somebody already bought a badge. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Eve, for buying a badge. I haven't even taught you anything. I haven't even taught you anything. I'm just speaking. I'm just doing housekeeping things, and you're already honoring me by buying a badge. God bless you, Eve Pay. Thank you so much. I really I appreciate the love that you guys show me all the time. So yes, so like I was saying, the broadcast channel, if you're interested in joining my broadcast channel, go to the link in my bio when we're done, or you can go in and out. Go and check. It's right there on my bio. Just click join Dr. IYABO's new broadcast channel and see if it will let you join. If it doesn't let you join, try again in a few days or a few weeks. I don't know what's it called. I don't know how they're releasing it. I don't know who's able to join and who's not able to join, but try it. And if it doesn't work, try it in a few weeks. But I'd love to have all of you, of my loyal friends on Instagram, follow, join my new broadcast channel, because I just feel that we can really make a lot of great things happen on that channel. That's my first housekeeping thing, that you should join my broadcast channel. The second housekeeping thing is that in honor of that broadcast channel, I just thought, you know what? There's so many of you in my DM always asking me to do a discount on my coaching, to do a promo on my coaching. And I'm like, I'm not a promo discount person, because honestly, I just feel that women sometimes still don't respond to promos. They're going to enroll in coaching when they feel they're ready. But so many of you have been asking, oh, if only your coaching was less than 4,000, if only we would sign up now. So I thought, you know what? To celebrate my broadcast channel, I'm going to do this promo. So a lot of you do know about my promo. I've been talking about it for the last 2 to 3 days, that you can sign up for my for my 1 week coaching program, high level. This is going to be a high level coaching program. It's going to run from tomorrow, Monday the 13th, for 1 week through next Sunday, March 19th, for 7 days, consecutive 7 days. It's going to be from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sorry. I know I can't accommodate everybody's time zone, but if you want it badly, you'll make it happen. That's just how life is. Anything you want in life, if you want it badly enough, you'll find time. You'll ask your boss for extended lunch time, or you leave work early. Whatever you need to do, you'll make it happen. So it's going to start from tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to check the time in your country or in your city. And it's only $899. For those of you who've been saying 4,000 is too much for you, for sure you're able to raise $899. But the only thing is, it's only a 2-day promo. It started yesterday and today is the last day. So if you are interested in enrolling in that promo for $899, it is my same program at $4,000 that I have discounted to $899. This is a one-time promo. Don't think that I'm going to be doing promos. I don't believe in promos, honestly, because I feel like women who are serious about investing in themselves, even if it costs $100,000, they will buy the $100,000. It's not about the dollar value. It's not about the dollar amount. It's about how badly do you want it? How badly do you need it? How badly do you want to level up? But because so many of you have been asking, I'm like, okay, let's see if you all show up with this promo. Let's see if you show up. Yeah. And I'm not surprised. Many of you who've asked for the promo are still saying you're not ready. So this is what I'm saying. When you say that, I really understand people's psychology, and I understand business, and I understand how we people think, especially us Black women. Again, you guys, I'm a Black woman, and I know that sometimes we just find it hard to invest in our personal development, and we just find it hard to invest in our self-development. I don't know why, but those of you, you know yourselves. Those of you who've been in and out of my DM asking for promos, now all of a sudden, you have excuses. I'm moving, I'm busy, I'm writing an exam. This is not a good time. I'm swamped. This is not good. So it's like, you know, ladies, drop the excuses, okay? Drop the excuses. All of the women you see out there that you admire, that you look up to, they don't make excuses. I'm smiling because it's actually funny. It's actually funny. There was a lady who came to my DM just about 5 days ago begging me for a discount, saying this is too high. If I get a discount, I'll join now. And then I send it to her and I'm like, it's discounted. It's $899. And she's like, oh, I don't have any money now. And I'm swamped and I'm busy. And I'm thinking, women, especially my lovely chocolate skin brown women, brown and Black women, let us change our mindset, okay? We need to change the way we think. We need to change what we invest in. We need to change what we prioritize. We need to stop giving excuses, okay? When you see Dr. IYABO live and you're wondering how she speaks so confidently, or how she takes care of herself and looks the way she looks at 52, or how she's had a business for 20 years, how she scaled her business to 7 figures in a few years, how, you know, how you guys want all of these wonderful things. But excuses are not going to get you there. Excuses are not going to get you there. Procrastination is not going to get you there. The fear of investing in yourself and spending money on yourself, on your inner self, because many of you are quick to buy the wigs, quick to buy the makeup, quick to buy the expensive jewelry. Yeah, I put on all of my stuff today to show you that even though I'm a financially free person, even though I have a lot in assets, even though I have millions in assets, I still buy a lot of inexpensive things. These earrings you're looking at are from J. Crew. I think they cost me $40. This ring is also from J. Crew. It cost me about 30-something or $40. You guys all know the Apple Watch. Well, yeah, the Apple Watch is not cheap, but it's also not Cartier or whatever. You know, so you have to, my headband is from Lululemon. Yeah, maybe it's a little high end for a band, but it's a band. It probably cost me $15 or $20. So, you know, but I invested and I still keep investing a lot in my self-development from inside out, my personal development. In my 20s, especially my 30s, I invested thousands and thousands of money, up to $250,000 on coaches, on consultants, on business loans, on conferences. I can't count how many conferences I went to in my 30s, just trying to up-level myself, to improve myself. I didn't give excuses like you guys. If the coaching is not too expensive, you are moving. If you are not moving, you are taking an exam. If you are not taking an exam, you are swamped. I don't even know what that means. Many of you have come to my DM. Oh, this is not a good time, Dr. IYABO. I'm swamped. What are you swamped with? Okay? Ladies, what are you swamped with? What is swamping you in life that you are not able to invest in yourself? What is, and many of you want to improve your wealth. You want to become financially free. You want to improve your generational wealth. We've talked about how, as Black people, as a group, we have to improve our financial power so that we can advocate better for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren. We all know all these important things that need to be done. But when it is time to take the boldness, to be courageous, to step out and invest in yourself, you come up with all of the excuses. You come up with all of the excuses. So, you know, I'm smiling because whenever you guys come to my DM and you ask for promos, I tell you, I'm like, it's not about the promo. It's about tweaking your mindset. You know, if you see a coach that you admire, you see a woman you admire and she wants to teach you, if you tweak your mindset and if she tells you that the coaching costs 100,000, you will pay the 100,000. So it's not about the dollar amount. And this experiment that I've done, it proves it. It proves it that it's not about the dollar amount. Women who want to invest in themselves, even if it's 100,000, they'll pay it. Okay, so all of you, you know yourselves, because I don't want to, of course, I'm not going to point out names, but you guys know yourselves specifically. Those of you who've been going in and out of my DM asking me when I'm going to get a promo, you now know that I have a promo, but then you've come back and given more excuses. All of a sudden, every woman is moving. I don't know why I'm laughing. But all of a sudden, as soon as I have the promo that you've been asking for, everybody seems to be moving at the same time. I'm not sure where you're all moving to. But, oh, I'm moving. I don't have the time now. This is a fantastic offer, but I'm moving. And I'm thinking at least 4 women have told me they're moving. And I'm thinking, what a coincidence. Why is everybody moving? So it's all fear-based. It's all fear-based, it's all mindset-based. It's just what we've been brought up to prioritize as Black women. I think we really have to start changing that, because if we want to, again, it's not about competition. I love my white sisters. I love my Hispanic sisters. I love all women. I love all people, but you guys know I have a soft spot for women. But if we want to catch up to the wealth status of white women and the wealth status of Asian women, we'd better tweak our mindset and start investing in ourselves from inside out so that we can really build that wealth we're looking for, so we can really have that financial freedom we're looking for, so that we can start owning more successful businesses, owning more viable businesses, so that as we as Black women own more viable businesses, we'll be able to help other Black women like I'm doing. But I can't help you for free. You have to invest in yourself. It's even in the Bible, it's faith and works. You know, if you pray to God and you don't do your part, the prayer won't come true. You have to do your part. If you're praying to God for good health and you're eating fried fish and fried chicken every day and fries every day, what's going to happen? So it's all about you pray, but you also do your part. So yeah, some of you may look and say, why doesn't she offer free coaching? I promise you, even if I offered free coaching today, many of you will still say you don't have the time to attend. Or some of you will attend the first session and you won't attend the second session. So, you know, if you want the best in life, you have to be ready to also put in the best from your end to make it happen. It's not going to be laid to you on a platter. And I think that the number one thing that is still holding us Black people back and really obstructing what we're doing and how our status in the world is our financial status. Okay, I know you guys don't want to hear it, but money still speaks. Okay, money still speaks. Money is still very important for advocacy. If we're, you know, at the bottom of the money chain, we're going to have the least amount of say and the least amount of voice when it comes to advocating for ourselves. So what can I say? I can only talk to you guys about the changes you need to make in your mindset and how we need to proceed as a group, as Black women. Eve Pace says, I had a traumatic injury and wanted to join Dr. Amanda Hansen Queen's inauguration and thought I could not do it, but she said you can do it, and I wanted it so badly and found the money to do it. Very good. Eve, tell them. Eve, tell them. I love the example you just made. Eve is saying she had a traumatic injury and she wanted to give an excuse not to join Dr. Hansen's inauguration coaching, and she was looking for excuses, but she wanted it so badly, she found the money and she joined. Eve, thank you, son. Eve bought a badge. Eve, talk to them. Tell women. I hope you guys can all read Eve's message. How badly do you want elevation in life? How badly? Because if you want it badly, whether it's 4,000, whether it's 899, whether it's 100,000, why do some women get up and find $100,000 to pay a coach? There are many. I've never paid one coach single $100,000, but I've gone to the same coaching company, the same consulting company, and I've paid them that kind of money over, and it's resulted in that because I've paid them over and over and over and over. In my 30s, I paid so many medical consulting companies, so many trainers. I paid coders to teach me medical coding. I paid so much to up-level myself without giving excuses. So, it's either you want it or you don't want it. So just to remind you guys again, the second housekeeping thing is the promo ends tonight at 10 p.m., March 12th at 10 p.m. It's $899, $899 instead of my $4,000. And no matter what, at 10:01 tonight, the price goes back up to $4,000. So please don't come to my DM tomorrow, and because this happens all the time. As soon as the promo is over, then everybody is ready to pay it. No. Don't come to my DM after 10 p.m. tonight begging for me to backdate the promo, because I won't, because, that's just what it is. So I'm ready for your questions after that long housekeeping thing. Ask me your questions, but because I always do my Ask Dr. IYABO, also prepared with a topic to share with you, I'm going to talk about this just to be able to give you some value from this live. So whenever you're ready, please type your branding, business, and content creation questions anytime. Oh yes, and with the housekeeping thing I just talked about, if you're ready to enroll and take advantage of this promo, how do you do it? All you have to do, it's the simplest thing in the world. Just send me a DM and say promo. Okay? Send me a DM and say promo, add your email address and add your full name to the DM, and my team will send you the link, okay, to pay for the promo, and you'll get an email with all of the information, with the Zoom link, with everything you need, okay? And tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we'll start coaching, okay? So that it's easy if you're interested in taking advantage of this promo, which ends again at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's $899 instead of my $4,000. All you need to do is DM me the word promo. Just send it to my DM, and please remember to add your email address and your full name. So Eve is asking me a question. How do you align your mission with your branding? Oh, I love that question. Did you guys hear the question? How do you align your mission with your branding? The way you do that is by staying true to yourself. Is by being your most authentic self, okay? By not trying to be somebody else. And also, so that's the first thing. You tell yourself that no matter what, as I'm building my brand, I'm going to be my most authentic self. I'm just going to be who God created me to be. I'm going to be my most comfortable self. As I show up to people, I'm going to be me, so that people who really want to be involved in my mission with me will be able to see the real me, and they'll make a decision if that real me aligns with them or not. And then number two is you have to define what your mission is. Okay? Because before you can align something with something else, you have to know what that something is. What is your mission in life? So if you're going to ask yourself, what is my mission? And mission and purpose are almost synonyms, right? Because your mission determines your purpose, or your purpose determines your mission. Once you figure out what your purpose in life is, then that's going to dictate what your mission is. So that's your biggest exercise. What is your mission? What is your life mission? And what do we mean by life mission? The easiest way that I define that is, what is the meaning of your life? You know, why do you think you wake up every morning? Why do you think God wakes you up every single morning? What is the meaning of you being alive? That is what dictates your mission. So I hope I answered the question. You have to be your most authentic self, and then you have an exercise. You have to figure out, what is my mission in life? What is my highest purpose in life? And please don't answer and say it's to take care of my family, it's to take care of my kids and my husband and my wife. That is a given. Okay, that is a given. So that's not the correct answer. Of course, we have to take care of our children. Of course, we have to be there for our husbands and our wives as appropriate. That is not your mission in life. Okay? Marriage is not your mission. Your mission is bigger than your marriage. Your mission is bigger than your children. Yes, your husband should be able to facilitate your mission. Your wife should be able to facilitate your mission. Hopefully your kids, but that doesn't always happen because they're still kids. But your mission is bigger than your family. Okay? Yes, family first. You should always take care of your family first. But your family is not your mission, like many of you think. It is much bigger than your mission. God has assigned you to so many other people in this world aside from your family. But that doesn't mean you should neglect your family. Family still comes first, okay? Thanks for that question. That was wonderful. So, please keep typing your branding, business, and content creation questions anytime. And if you're just joining, remember I have a coaching promo going on. It ends at 10 p.m. tonight. 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. It is $899, a big discount from my $4,000. It's my same $4,000 program that I'm running at a discount of $899. So if you're one of those who have been in and out of my DM asking me for a promo, this is your opportunity. I hope that you won't come up with excuses like all the other women come up and bring excuses, even though they've been asking for the promo. If you're interested in the promo, all you have to do is DM me the word promo with your email address and with your full name, and my team will send you the link to pay, okay? So the topic that I prepared for you guys today is, what are the 6 things you need to prioritize in your life in order to have a fulfilling life, okay? Somebody says, absolutely, your ministry is more than your family. Serving the world is always bigger than your children. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, many people get it wrong. There are many women who think that the biggest thing they can do is take care of their children and cook for their husband. Yes, all that's important, but your purpose is much bigger than that. Yeah, the worst excuse is, let me ask my husband first. Oh yeah, that's the worst excuse, because you guys always, somebody says, the worst excuse is, let me ask my husband first. Because you know what? There are not many husbands that say yes to coaching because, you know, it's just what it is. But yeah, I've talked about that so much. I don't even want to go there today because, yeah, many women, they hide behind that. But how many husbands really are going to say, oh yeah, go and pay a coach $4,000? Oh yes, go and pay a coach $899. And most of these women are women who don't make their own money. They're 1,000% financially dependent on their husband. So what do they expect their husband to say? What do they expect their husband to say? Anyway, what are the 6 things you have to prioritize in your life as a woman in order to have a fulfilling life? Number 1, you have to prioritize your health and wellness. Number 1, you have to prioritize your health and wellness. Very, very important. Your mental health, your physical health, your emotional and spiritual health. That is number one. You must prioritize your health. Okay? You must prioritize your health. Stop giving excuses. Stop sitting around like a couch potato. Stop eating all of the worst foods in the house. Stop blaming your overweight and obesity on heavy bones. Stop blaming it on that's how all black people are. Okay, you guys know me that I'll say it as it is. Okay, I've heard that excuse way too many times. Guys, I'm a pediatrician. I'm a medical doctor, a physician who's been practicing for 20 years. Almost every black family that I see who's obese and who their kids are overweight and obese, they tell me that that's how black people are meant to be. That's not true. Why would our Heavenly Father just give us something that would be making us sick? Think about it. I don't serve a God that does that. Why would God give us something that he knows that if he gives it to us, it's going to give us diabetes and high blood pressure and heart attacks before the age of 50 and strokes and all of those things? Why would he give that to us? That doesn't make any sense. God did not create every black person to be obese and to have big bones like you guys say. It is just you can't control what goes in your mouth. Okay? If you control what goes in your mouth, you will lose weight. Okay? And your mental health, if you control the people you have around you, your mental health will improve. 1000% of the reasons why women's mental health is doing so badly is because of the people around them. Okay? Okay? It's because of the people around them. The toxic friends, the toxic family, the toxic husbands, the toxic. So, you are in control of your own life once you become an adult. Control what goes in your mouth. Get up and use all those joints that God gave you and get up and move. You don't have to sign up to any fancy gym. You don't have to pay any big amount for a gym. Go and buy a good pair of walking shoes. Get your most comfortable clothes and step outside and walk. Okay? And clean out your pantry. You're poor, you can't afford fruits and vegetables. Yes, you can. You can. Go to the farmer's market, go to some market somewhere where they sell cheaper produce and go and buy those. Number one, if you want a fulfilling life, you better prioritize your health and wellness. And health and wellness is not liposuction. Okay? Because many of you now, you're forfeiting real health and wellness for surgery. You want to have the tiny waist. Don't let me go there. You guys know how I feel about all that. You want to have the tiny waist and look like you're slim thick, whatever that means. This slim thick mentality that we're all promoting is just making all of us even more overweight and obese. It doesn't make sense. Okay? It doesn't make sense. There's some fads that don't make sense. So liposuction and surgery does not count for health and wellness. Number two, what do we need to prioritize as women, especially black women? Because I know most of my community is black women. So I'm talking to you and us. I'm a black woman. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to all of us. Number two, we have to prioritize our sleep. Sleep. Okay? We have to prioritize our sleep. And it all goes back to number one. How are you going to start sleeping better? It's a vicious cycle. If you're not happy, you're not going to sleep well. If you don't have peace of mind, you're not going to sleep well. If you have problems in your marriage and you think, because you're not stuck, nobody's tying you down. Unless your husband, your toxic husband is tying you down, you're not stuck. You can get up and leave if you've tried everything. Nobody's tying you down. So if you're not happy, if you don't have peace of mind, if you have financial trouble, you're not going to be able to sleep well. These are the things you can control. Yes, there's some things, some hormonal things you may not be able to control, but even with research and with all of that now, even all the hormonal things, I'm a menopausal woman. By next month, I'm going to be fully menopausal by next month, but I've been able to change some things in my life to be able to help me balance my hormones better, right? You know, eat more produce, sleep at the same time every night, go to bed with my husband at the same time, make sure the temperature in our room is very, very cool. You know, there's many things. Sleep naked with your husband. My daughter is here, so I'm whispering so she can't hear. But there are many things you can do to improve your sleep. But the number two things that cause women not to sleep are toxic relationships. I'm telling you, relationships they are life building blocks. If you don't do an inventory of the people you allow in your spirit space, your life will not work. Oh, let me put Niger accent in here. I'm telling you, you are not sleeping well because of your toxic friends, because of your toxic family. Moni, can you bring a copy of my book, please? There's some in the closet. Because of your toxic family, your toxic friends, your toxic boyfriend, even your toxic marriage. And then you're not sleeping well because you're worrying about money. And instead of you to enroll in Dr. IYABO's coaching so that you can build your wealth and build financial freedom, so you can stop worrying about money like she doesn't worry about money and she goes to sleep like a baby, you still won't invest in yourself. So for me, those are the top two reasons why women don't sleep well. It's toxic relationships in their life and the worry about money. Maybe number three, they worry about their children. Number three will be worry about children. So it's bad relationships, money worries, and worrying about children. Those are the three reasons. But if you want to have a fulfilling life, number two, prioritize your sleep. Prioritize your sleep. Number three, if you want to have a fulfilling life, I've said this over and over, choose your relationships carefully. Do a constant inventory of your relationships. If your friends are not elevating your life, let them go or distance yourself from them. Okay? If your boyfriend is giving you palpitations every day and you don't know whether he's staying or going or whether he's interested in you or you're confused, let him go. There are many fishes in the ocean. Okay? But if it is a man you're married to, that is the same thing. You've tried counseling, you have cried, you have fasted, you have prayed, you have done everything, you have lost weight, you have gained weight, you have stayed up, you have done everything you can. You have tried your possible best. Let him go. File for divorce. Let him go. Nothing should be stopping your mission and your purpose in life, even your marriage. Your mission and your purpose comes first. If your marriage is not enhancing your life, let it go. I'm not saying you should. People say, oh, women walk away easily. I don't believe that. Women try their best before they walk away. They try. If you've tried your best, you've tried counseling, you've prayed, you've fasted, you've done everything you can do, and your marriage is still keeping you up at night and it's making you cry every night, and it is the worst thing is it's hindering your purpose. It's hindering that biggest, highest assignment that God has given you in this world. Then it's too expensive. There's no marriage that should hinder your peace and your purpose and your mission. So, number three thing that you need to be able to have a fulfilling life are healthy relationships. You guys saw the reel I posted the other day. I only have 2 to 3 close friends. I only do. Why? Because my peace is important to me. I don't, I protect my peace at all costs. I don't like too many friends and friend drama and gossip. I'm a very, as much as I'm out on social media, I'm also a very private person. So, your relationships. Relationships are life building blocks. They can either build you up or they can tear you down. And this even goes to all of the virtual relationships. Who do you follow on social media? If the people you follow on social media are making you feel less than who you are, they're making you think of altering your body with plastic surgery because you also want that tiny waist and you want that big ASS and the big thighs, I don't know how anybody sees that and they think it's attractive. Yes, some of you argue that God makes some people like that. I choose to disagree. I've never seen a woman who naturally has a tiny waist. I mean, I'm talking about, have you seen those waists? You know, the Barbie doll shape. How can you have a tiny waist, then your bum is this big and your legs are that big? Anyway, your relationships. You need to do an inventory of your relationships, the people you associate yourself with, and even the people you follow on social media, including celebrities. If there are some celebrities you follow that once you start to follow them, your heart starts to beat fast, or you start to have palpitations and you don't have any peace, and you start to question the way you look or what you're doing or how you sound, unfollow them, block them. They're not good for you. If the people you're following don't bring you peace, unfollow them. Please, unfollow them. Number four, most important thing that we Black women need in order to prioritize our fulfillment in life is boundaries, okay? Boundaries. A lot of us Black women don't have boundaries, or we have boundaries in the wrong situations, okay? You know, we don't have boundaries. You have to have boundaries. Boundaries are your tools to help you have peace. You have to teach people how to treat you. Before you go into a relationship with a man, set your boundaries. If you don't talk about it, he may not know what you want. Okay? Many of you are so desperate to have a boyfriend. You're so desperate to go into a relationship. You're so desperate to get married. You ignore all of the red flags. You don't voice out your boundaries. I also put this in a reel the other day. You have to voice out what's important with you. What do you think? Relatives, you know, let's talk about it, honey. Do you believe in parents coming to live with us? Do you believe in extended family coming to live with us? Is your mom going to want to come and live with us? Voice these things out. If you don't think it's good, like for me, that was my problem in my first marriage. But I was too young to know about boundaries, but I learned the hard way. I mean, people did tell me to be careful of her, but I didn't listen. I was a child and my brain wasn't even fully grown. I got married at 25. I dated my ex from the age of 17. So I didn't know to ask those questions that, are you a man who expects your mom to call the shots in your marriage? If I had known, I would have asked, and I would have known the answer. I would have run away. You know, you have to ask those questions that, yes, I want you to be a man who loves and respects your mother, but is your mother going to come before me? Is your mother going to move in? Is your dad going to move in? What are the expectations around in-laws living with us? What are the expectations around our money being given to our family? There's some men who believe in supporting their mothers with everything, whether they're married or divorced, whether the mothers are married or you have to discuss these things. If you don't discuss them, they will come back to haunt you. If you know you're dating, especially a mommy's boy who talks about his mom in every sentence, you better ask those questions. Those are boundaries because they will come back to haunt you. What are your expectations around friends of the opposite sex? You have to discuss those things. If you're dating a man who has many friends that are women, you have to talk about it. What are your expectations? Because if it makes you feel uncomfortable, you better talk about it and lay out your boundaries before you get married. Because once you get married, it's not going to change. And when you discuss it and he tells you that, I have lots of female friends and I'm going to keep communicating with my female friends, I'm not changing that, I'm going to keep going out with my female friends, and that doesn't sound like what you can tolerate, you better walk away. Don't think that, yes, once he's married to you, he will change, because he won't. Boundaries are super, super important for peace. Okay? They're super important for peace. And it's never too late to set boundaries. You may be thinking, oh, but I'm married now, I can't set boundaries. You can set boundaries at any time. You can sit down and say, honey, I know we've been married for 30 years, but this is not working. Are we willing to change them? Are we willing? And if he says, no, whatever, just deal with it, that's your issue, then you have a decision to make. You can go for counseling, you can pray, you can fast, you can do everything you need to do. But if it's not changing, you can still walk away because it's your life. Boundaries are super important. Okay? I'm not saying boundaries are a way to always have your way, but you have to know what's important to you and you have to voice them out. Many of us women, we think that once we marry the man, he will change because he won't be able to go anywhere and he will do what you say. No, that's not how it happens. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Somebody here says even countries renegotiate boundaries. Yeah, you can, because you're married to somebody doesn't mean you can't reset your boundaries. You can reset your boundaries in a nice, polite way. You know, try not to make it heated, just in a nice, polite way. So number 4 is essential for us Black women to be able to have a fulfilling life. Number 5, this is very important. And I know those of you who have young kids are going to say, how am I going to do it? Number 5, alone time, time spent in nature, and of course, spiritual time. I put those 3 things together. They're very, very important for us to be able to have fulfilling time. You have to prioritize time that you're going to spend alone, even if it's just reading a book or reading a magazine, alone by yourself, without your husband, without your children. Yes, you have children that are young. Ask your husband if he can, you can take turns, if he can take care of the kids, and you have, even if it's just 30 minutes of alone time where you lay on the couch and you read a book, or you do some journaling, or you go out for a walk in nature, if it's safe. Okay, I didn't say you should just be going out to walk in the forest or the woods where there's some crazy people out there. If it's safe. So it's very, very important to prioritize alone time, spiritual time, where you're reading your Bible or your holy book, or reading, you know, whatever higher power you believe in. And you have to spend time in nature. For me, if I don't get out every single day, I'm not okay. My family knows I have to get out. Whether it's raining or snowing or it's freezing or it's hot, I have to get out and breathe fresh air. That is where I get a lot of my inner peace from, and that is where I get a lot of my strength from. I'm a nature girl. I'm also a homebody. I love being at home. Being at home makes me happy, but being in nature makes me happy. Thanks so much for typing. Komelori, thanks so much for typing. God bless you. Number 6, which is the final one. The number 6 thing that us Black women have to do. This applies to all women, but I'm specifically talking to my brown and Black sisters because you are the majority of my platform. Okay? Number 6, you guys know what this is. For you to be able to have a fulfilling life, you have to invest in yourself from inside out. You have to invest in your self-development, your personal development, your financial development. Every woman you see out there that you admire, okay? I want you to do that exercise today. Every woman you see on social media that you admire in a reasonable way. I'm not talking about that you admire their small waists, or their plastic surgery, or their slim, thick appearance. We're not talking about looks on the outside, okay? Let's leave that for a second. You admire their intelligence. You admire their career. You admire their confidence. You admire their poise. You admire the way they carry themselves. You admire their perceived relationship with their spouse or with their children. You know, you admire something deeper than looks. Beyonce is a beautiful woman, of course. Rihanna is a beautiful woman. But if I ask you, why do you admire Beyonce? If you tell me because she's a beautiful woman, then you yourself, you're a shallow woman. Okay? If you say you admire Rihanna because she's beautiful, then you have issues. You have to admire people because of more substantive reasons. Okay? So, investing, Black women, I smile when I talk about this because I know you guys very well. You invest in things to adorn the outside. You invest in men. Why? Because I know you come to my DM and you tell me that you gave some man $1,000, $2,000, and then he blocked you and he's not there anymore. You borrowed him money, you gave him money. So, if we want to build our wealth to the point of what our white sisters have built, we have to start investing in what people don't see. You have to first, let me say this, you have to first invest in what people don't see for many, 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 many years. Okay? So that what they see on the outside will even be more beautiful. Did you hear that? You have to invest in yourself from inside out. It's not just about going to school and getting a degree. Yes, that's very important, but you have to continue investing in yourself, okay? Your self-development, your personal development, especially your financial development. It's very important that we women have financial freedom and that we have financial independence. Because a lot of women are suffering in relationships because they don't have any money of their own. A lot. I'm not saying, because, especially us black women. Because again, everything I say is evidence-based. It's research-based. There are a lot more single black women than single white women. There are many more married white women. So even if they're not working, they have the support of their husbands, right? But us black women, there's a lot of single black women. A lot of single black women, especially in America. So if you're single and you're the one tending to your kids and tending to yourself, life gets very stressful because if you don't have a good job, you're just going to be depressed and irritable and not sleeping and all of those things. And how are we going to be able to increase our wealth? By entrepreneurship. Yes. How many black women millionaires have you seen that work for somebody? Not many. Not many. Okay? If you want to become a millionaire, you better start thinking of the business you want to start. In fact, if you want to start earning $250,000 and higher, you better start thinking of a business you want to start, because it's not easy it's almost impossible as a black woman to make millions from working for somebody. It's almost impossible. Yes, if you're a white person, privilege, you're working in a Fortune 500 or Fortune whatever those companies are. Yeah, maybe if you make your way up to, I don't know, CFO, CEO, even that's rare. So if you really want to achieve financial freedom, you need to step out and start a business. And unfortunately, in school, in college, they don't teach us business. Even the people who have MBAs, they still don't know about business. Isn't that an irony? I have them come to my DM. There are many women who have MBAs and they're still negotiating my coaching because there's nothing like hands-on experience with business. So that's number 6. If you want to have a fulfilling life, you have to invest in your self-development, personal development, and financial development. And that is it's for life. If you're lucky to be born into an entrepreneurial family, oh, you're lucky. Like my daughters, they have me as their mentor, as their coach. So they are blessed kids. That doesn't mean that at some point they won't want to pay for coaching on their own, right? Luna, be quiet. That doesn't mean that at some point they won't want to pay for coaching. But like for me too, I was blessed because I was born to two parents. My mom and dad were entrepreneurs. They never worked for anybody. So I learned a lot from them. But not many people have that privilege. If you're not born into an entrepreneurial family, you're born into a family where the parents have been civil servants. They've always worked for people. Nothing wrong with that. It's going to be hard for you to really change your mindset to that of an entrepreneur. So then you have to hire a coach who can help you. Okay? So that was the last thing. And I'm going to add a bonus number 7. If you want to have a fulfilling life, you better drop all your excuses. Okay, this one's a serious one. If you want to have a fulfilling life, you better drop all the excuses. Enough with the excuses. Okay, enough with the excuses. I'm moving. I'm having a hard time. I'm this. I have acne. I want to lose 20 pounds first. I want to finish my exam first. I want to this. This is not a good time. I'm swamped. Drop the excuses. All those are excuses. You're always going to be swamped in life. You're always going to be moving. Again, I don't know how all of a sudden, because I'm running a promo now, every woman is moving. It's not a good time. I have to laugh because that must be some coincidence. The women who've been coming to my DM asking for a promo, all of a sudden they're all moving. This is not a good time. I'm like, where are they moving to? And even if you're moving, you can't prioritize 2 hours in your day to attend coaching, even if you're moving. Number 7, I'm smiling because I'm 52. I'm turning 53 next month, and I know, been there, done that. I know that all of these things you're all hiding behind are excuses. You all say you don't have money, but when I come to your feed and I see how you're dressed and what you are done from head to toe, I know that you can afford the money. But Black women, if we want to level up, we have to embrace the courage. We have to be bold enough to drop excuses and do what is necessary, not just for ourselves, but for our children, for our grandchildren, and for generations coming behind us, because we can keep on blaming prejudice and blaming racism and blaming the government and blaming unequal rights until we go blue in the face. Those things are not going away anytime soon. So we had better embrace personal responsibility. For me, the mantra in my life is, I do what I'm in control of. Okay? If I'm shouting from the top of my lungs that there's racists in the world, there's prejudice in the world, or white people don't like me, or Republicans don't like me, or Democrats don't like me, or these people don't like me, I will go blue in the face. I will turn 105 years old still talking about all that, because all those things are beyond my control. But guess what's within my control? My personal responsibility and the gifts and talents that my Heavenly Father has given me. Because He already overcame racism. God already overcame prejudice. He already overcame all of those blocks that we think are blocks. If you're a child of God, you will not be bothered by racism and prejudice. If you're a child of God. Why? Because God has given you everything you need in order to prosper and in order to be fulfilled. So, yes, continue talking about racism and unequal rights and prejudice and all of that. Those are good things to do. But are they going to change anytime soon? No. Perhaps, if we all collectively as a group of Black women started to take personal responsibility for our lives, perhaps things will change. Think about that. Perhaps things will change. If we all collectively as Black women all over the world started to invest in ourselves from inside out rather than, all of these things on the outside and the latest fashion and the latest plastic surgery nonsense, slim thick that you are all running after. I'm sorry, all this slim thick nonsense, it's promoting more obesity, and obesity is killing us. Okay? You guys, some of you love my straight talk, some of you don't. Obesity is killing us. Obesity killed the majority of Black people during COVID time. So we are now promoting more obesity with all this slim, thick craze. Okay? I will end my live by saying, well, before I remind you about my promo, by saying, perhaps, if we all as Black women embraced personal responsibility, we started to invest in what really matters. We started to really come out as more Black women leaders like myself, speaking the truth, elevating more Black women, elevating our Black daughters, speaking the truth, okay, and not hiding behind who's going to judge me, who is going to say I'm saying this, being scared of speaking the truth. Perhaps there will be a change with racism and prejudice. Perhaps if we all elevated ourselves, perhaps we won't be treated the way we are treated anymore, because we will have more financial power and we will have more advocacy and our voices will be stronger. Perhaps that's the way to eradicate racism and prejudice, perhaps. Have you thought about that? Perhaps if we all took personal responsibility, life would be better for us. Perhaps if we try to change ourselves and not try to change other people, perhaps if we try to change ourselves and not try to change the racist people, perhaps our lives will change. Because if some people can do it, if I could have overcome racism and prejudice in order to achieve what I've achieved in life, perhaps if every woman does that, perhaps if every black woman does that, our lives will change. Have you ever thought about that? I'll end this live by saying my promo continues until 10 p.m. tonight. That's like in 8 hours' time. Whoever signs up, I will show up every single day from tomorrow to give them my all. You guys who've been in my coaching, you know how much I pour into women. I don't hold back. I give you everything that you need. I answer all your questions. I pour in everything to you. So even if it's one woman who pays, or if it's 5 women who pay, I will show up every single day to serve those women to the best of my ability. Because that's what they paid me for, and that's what I am committed to doing. Okay? So another 8 hours. You can hide behind all of the excuses you want. Those excuses will never go away. It's up to you. But at 10:01 p.m. tonight, my coaching goes back to $4,000 at 10:01 p.m. So if you're interested to join this special promo that I have, all you have to do, it's so simple. Just DM me the word promo, include your email address, and include your full name, and my team will send you the link to pay and enroll. And tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we will all join together on Zoom, and we will start to learn and elevate. I hope you all enjoyed this live. You know that I say it as it is. I don't hold back, but everything I say is out of love and out of experience and out of God's leading. Because before I come live to do anything, I introspect, I think about it. Sometimes it's something that I woke up thinking about, so I know it's from God. My goal is just to help as many women as I can. Women, I love all women. But I have a special place in my heart for black women because there's so much that we can do to improve our status in the world, and we are not doing it. So, love you all. My family is here. I told them I was going live for 30 minutes. I think I've been live for more than an hour, but you know me, once I get in the zone, I can't stop. So share this live with any women you know. Come to my DM. I expect all of you who joined this live and all of you who are going to watch the replay to drop the excuses and bring out your credit cards, because I know you have them, and come and pay for coaching and elevate yourselves. Because if you don't help yourself, nobody else can help you. Okay? Love you all, and I look forward to seeing all of you in my coaching tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you want it, you'll find a way to join. You can ask your boss for an extended lunch. You can ask to leave work early. You can do whatever needs to do. It's just for 1 week. 1 week of your life that will elevate you for good is worth it. Bye, lovies. See you all soon. See you all tomorrow. Bye. God bless. Bye-bye. Money, pay for my